Hey y'all, it is Shauna and I am back with another video. It has been a very long time, but I decided to really take my business seriously. I've been dibbling and dabbling in crafting and epoxy and tumblers for 3 years. Yep, I am a pandemic crafter, or so people in the community like to call us. But doesn't matter when you picked up crafting, as long as it's making you happy, you're not harming anyone, go for it. In today's tutorial, I'm showing you how I applied a UV DTF transfer to a 12-ounce kids tumbler. This is a sublimation tumbler. The UV DTF transfer is for a 16-ounce Libby glass can, but you can absolutely use those same transfers on these tumblers. You can cut these transfers up any way you see fit to fit whatever surface you're putting it on, whether it's a glass mug, on a ceramic tile, it doesn't matter. You can cut them up and put them on any surface you want. Now, my transfer overlapped, obviously, because this is a 12-ounce tumbler, not a 16-ounce, so I have to cut off where they overlap. And again, that's totally fine. The extra pieces that you do cut, you can use them and add them onto the tumbler, or you can save them for another project. You can use this on anything that you want. So here I am just cutting some more of these hearts and stars off, just so the transfer isn't overlapping. I decided to come back to make videos to keep myself accountable and to watch my progress and my journey as I do take my business more seriously, the trials and errors, my tribulations, my triumphs. And I'm hoping that along the way, I can help teach someone else something that they didn't know of, or show them a new technique that I figured out on my own or that I saw from someone else. It doesn't matter. These videos are really just to document my progress. And I'm hoping that someone else who's new, who is an expert, who's a novice, who's a beginner, who is intermittent crafter, epoxy artist, whatever you want to call yourself, can help. I'm just hoping that my videos help someone, as I'm hoping that it's going to help me, which I'm sure it is, because it's kind of like my art journal. This is like my art journal. So finally, I kind of had to drop that in there. So finally, I am satisfied with the transfer, how it sits on the tumbler without anything overlapping, as you can see here. Perfect. So now I'm going to, I like to cut the transfer as close to the images as possible. It helps me to lay it better and to be able to see where I'm going, where the transfer is, where and how the transfer is going to lay. And let me tell y'all, these UV DTF transfers are not the hardest thing in the world, but they are also not the easiest thing. Content creators out there, y'all make this stuff look way easy, and it is not that easy, because once this transfer is down, baby, it is down, and there is no lifting it back up. Because once you lift it back up, these things are cracking, it's ripping, the images are going to be no good. And trust me, I have messed up about 3 of them so far. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak them off in hot water and soap, soak off the transfers, and then use them for epoxy. So here I am finding a corner just to lift the backing off to reveal the sticky transfer. The sticky side of the transfer, I should say. So I'm going to use a hinge method, and I'm only going to cut off about, what is that, maybe 2.5 inches. And I am lining up one of the unicorns with the center of the tumbler. And again, I'm going to lay down all sides except for the side where the sticky is exposed, because I just want to double check my placement. I'm happy with it. So I'm going to slowly push down the sticky side onto the tumbler. Take your squeegee, soft side, felt side of your squeegee, and just burnish down the sticky or the transfer. I guess I'm going to call it sticky. If I say sticky, you know I mean transfer. So here I'm doing something different that I'm probably not going to do again. But if I do it, it's probably going to be in a different way. I took off the entire backing and exposed the whole sticky. Now, this is totally fine. I've seen it done before. It does work, but I think my angle wasn't the proper angle. I should have done this on the table, not in my hand. So I'm just taking a tumbler and I'm rolling it onto the sticky, which again, this does work, but I think this will work better on a flat surface such as my table versus in my hand, because I did get a couple air bubbles, not bad, nothing that is going to affect the quality or the look of the tumbler, but the air bubbles did not come out. And again, they're small ones. I didn't mind it. I'm probably going to poke a hole in the transfer and squeegee it out, just like you would a regular vinyl. So once you burnish it down, you're going to take your weeding tool and you're going to lift up the top carrier sheet. Yes, the first time I did this, I lifted up and the sticky was coming up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this wrong, not realizing you want the sticky part off. This part that I'm peeling off, this is the sticky, what I call the sticky side. This is what you want to lift up, because it's going to expose your images underneath. This is just a clear film. You just want to pull it off. And I still pull mine off slowly. I see people ripping it. Absolutely not. I've done that, messed myself up. Still just go around nice and slow and peel up that carrier sheet. Boom, just like that. And see right there, that's where the bubble is. I'm probably just going to poke a hole in it as I'm thinking about it now as I'm rewatching this video and doing this voiceover. I'm just going to poke a hole and squeegee out the air. So to me, this looks absolutely beautiful. I love the way that this turned out. Now, remember those extra pieces that we cut off? Guess what we're going to do with it? I like to take any extra images and put it on the bottom of the cups. I take off the silver protective sticky. You don't need it. But be careful not to scratch your sublimation coating. Just peel that right up. And I use it sometimes to take off whatever contaminants are on there. I'm just going over it again to see if there's any place I want to put any of the extra images. And that's where the air bubble is. I'm still trying to rub it out, not realizing that, girl, you could just poke a hole in it and squeegee it out. But I just realized that watching this video. You see how life works? So I'm just going to take these extra images and peel up the top sticky from that bottom carrier. And then just use these as regular old stickers and place them wherever you want to. A lot of these UV DTF transfers, they're not seamless. They are not seamless. Most of them are not seamless. And the ones that you think are seamless, you can still cut them apart. So it's okay if you cut off extra images and save them for another project, or place them on the bottom, or add them to the entire wrap as extra. Whatever your heart desires, please do it. It's art. There's no right way. There's no wrong way. As long as it comes out and it looks beautiful to you, totally fine. You see here, I broke off a piece of the heart, which is fine. You're just going to take your weeding tool or your pen or your tweezers and you're just going to peel it up. No big deal. We have plenty of extra stickers. It doesn't matter if you lose one of them. See how easy that is? Lift it right off. It's looking a little empty, so I'm going to add some more. I'm just looking at the colors and placement. 2 hearts down there didn't make no sense. I don't know what I was thinking, so boo. That heart is going to be saved for another project later on. Now y'all gonna watch me sit here and struggle. Oh, and please not mind my nails. This is not a nail video. This is not a nail channel. This is a art channel, my art journey. So don't mind my nails. They are raggedy. They're gonna get done this Friday. It's just that I've been crafting a lot and haven't really had time to go get my nails done. And I'm finally gonna go treat myself on Friday. So leave me and my raggedy nails alone. They're just fine. Again, anytime you're using your weeding tool to lift up the sticky, make sure you are not scratching the sublimation coating. One more heart. I was trying to figure out which heart I wanted to, not heart. Which one of these stars I wanted to go with. So I decided to go with a blue. I probably should have went with pink, but because I had pink across, I was like, go with the blue. It's fine. Again, these are whimsical transfers. Nothing is perfect. It's just unicorns, hearts, stars, and rainbows. And that is that. And now that's how you get the straw up. You push the button in the middle and your straw pops up. So yeah, this is how it came out and I love it. And I hope to see you guys in the